the Imams that came later, maybe a question that sometimes comes up, that maybe they had now more sources of information, because now hadiths are getting compiled and everything else is there. So can we say that they may have more sources and more authentic, stronger opinion? Remember, with these hadiths, of course, during the time of Sahaba and during the time of Tabi'een, the way knowledge was spread and how everyone was devoted to learning, memorizing, it was never like that after that. So knowledge was to the speak, as Qatada, I think it was Qatada, wallahu alam, who says that the knowledge of all the Sahaba Ridwanullahi alayhim ajma'een, you could find it in two Sahaba. With two Sahaba Ridwanullahi alayhim ajma'een, they have compiled the knowledge of all the Sahaba, and that was Ali and Abdullah ibn Mas'ud radiyallahu anhuma. They gathered the knowledge of all the Sahaba Ridwanullahi alayhim ajma'een. And then, of course, they were teaching throughout their lives, and it was a time of learning and memorizing, and people are just memorizing it. So it's not that the knowledge was less. Regardless, it is possible some of these Aimma got a hadith that the other ones did not get. That is possible. But what is the percentage of this possibility for us to consider it in accepting and rejecting a ruling? Because when we really study the proofs of these Aimma, you find that all of these Imams, they are writing a hadith of the other opinion also. And they are giving the ruling that why they are not accepting that opinion. So when a person reads that, he realizes that it's not that the Imam did not have it, it's only because there are three different opinions, three different types of hadith. So he had to choose, each of them has to choose one of them. What will be the method of selecting one out of three, out of four, out of five, out of six in the rafa yadain, as I said? What will be the method? What should be the rule to adopt in accepting and not accepting the others? That is the difference of opinion. And of course, in that difference of opinion, even today, if we are to come up with a new solution, it will be a fifth opinion. Because, and all of these opinions are valid. Because if Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam raised it 3 times, 4 times, 5 times during the salah, and all the hadiths are authentic, how we are going to choose one out of these 5 different methods, one out of these 6 methods? Imam Malik rahimahullah, he says, simple for me. I will see the people of Medina. His ruling. He said, my final rule is, when there are 4 or 5, more than one way of doing it, I will say what the people of Medina are doing. That will be my opinion. Imam Shafi rahimahullah says, I will look for the one that is strongest hadith. I will look for the strongest hadith with the most authentic chain of narrators. Otherwise, rest of them could be authentic too. There may be 5 sahih hadiths. He says, out of the 5 sahih hadiths, I want to see which is the best if I was to choose between the 6 as far as the authenticity is concerned. I know the other ones are authentic. I know Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said this also. But I have to choose. The method for me to choose is, I will choose the strongest chain of narrators. Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal rahimahullah says, I will look at the wording and I will take the opinion that will be closest to the wordings of these ahadith. So where I would see that it is closest to the wording, the act that will match the wording of these all hadiths in the best way, I will take that. Imam Abu Hanifa rahimahullah says, I will see the one that is closest to the Quran, and then I will try to put all of them together if possible. If I can take all of them and put them together and not reject, I will do that. Otherwise, then I will accept the one that is closest to the wordings of Quran, if there is any ayah in Quran about it. Different methods. For example, now, raising the hands, up to where? This is a question. Up to where? So there are ahadith in the Sahih, in the Sunan, that say, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam raised his hand up to his chest. Another hadith, he raised his hand up to the bottom part of his ear. Another hadith, raised his hand up to the top part of his ear. All authentic hadiths. Now, what should we do with it? So these aimma now will come into, according to these rules. Imam Shafi rahimahullah says, and according to his time, whenever he got that hadith, it may be that was the strongest. So he says, I will go up to the shoulders. Imam Malik rahimahullah went with the people of Medina. Imam Abu Hanifa rahimahullah says that I will say, raise it in a way that your thumb is by the lower part of the ear, so the fingers will get to the top part of the ear, and your bottom part of the hand will be by the shoulder, so all three hadiths are put together. Different ways, as I said, different methods. So this is what different methods mean. Now, if a person, there is no other way. If a person will select one of these hadiths, will be some other method or will be using one of these methods. So there is no strong and weak. It's only what method you use. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين والمسلمات وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين.